Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's talk about the astrology of the month of October. If you're an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is going to be the video for you. So the month of October is going to be one of the best months all year for your love life. And this is because we are going to be in Libra season. And not just this, but we are going to have a number of very significant transits to Libra, which will really put your love life in the spotlight and have you feeling a lot more attractive. Not only will many new people begin to enter your life, you may have people sliding into your DMs, you may have people approaching you on the street, and you may also just generally have a major elevation in your work life as well. This month is going to be really, really good for you just for work in general. You may have really good relationships with your coworkers. You may also receive some sort of promotion as well. You'll have just like a major elevation in your work life. I feel like it's also kind of important to lean on the side of caution as it relates to working yourself a lot. You may also have this tendency to really start hustling more or just doing more things in general with your work. You may find yourself working longer hours or just doing more things at work. Although you will have really good relationships with your coworkers during this time, there will still be that tendency to work yourself a lot. During the month of October for you, it's very likely you could also have some sort of like focus or elevation in your finances. Now is also going to be a really great time for you financially. You may receive some sort of major raise at work that goes along with the increased attention on your actual work life. Again, you may find yourself working more frequently, working longer hours, just doing more at work. And during this month, as we reach closer to November, it's likely you could receive some sort of raise. Again, very good things are on the horizon for you financially during the month of October. And again, really, really great time for all of your relationships. The month of October for you is also really good for your home life. So you may find yourself redecorating your house, making your house a lot more cozy. During this time, you may also have very favorable relationships with like your maternal figures or really just your family members in general. Really good relationships with them during this time. And you may also find yourself at home more frequently during this month as well. But it's like you will be taking this time to perfect your living space. And again, you may find yourself focusing a lot on your daily routine during this time. You may find yourself exercising more frequently, taking better care of your health, and just generally making your living environment a lot better. And this major elevation will also make you feel a lot more attractive to new people coming into your life. Again, during the month of October is going to be one of the best months for you all year for all of your relationships. And you may also start to have a turning point during this month. Your social circles, your networks, your friendship groups. And again, with the increased focus on your work life during this time, it's very likely that you could have some sort of major transformation happening with networking. You may also find yourself attending more happy hours or more after work events. You may start creating more allyships at work. And again, once we get closer to November, it's likely you'll receive some sort of major raise as well. If you work in any sort of sales profession, you will also have a very successful month this month. And really, when you lean into themes of building relationships, networking, and growing and expanding your network of people, the financial abundance and financial success will come to you. The first major transit that you'll be experiencing will be on October 3rd. And on this date, we are going to have the planet Venus make a perfect conjunction with the South Node in the sign of Virgo. Will bring a major new beginning around your work life. This is going to be one of the best transits for your work life. You might have very favorable relationships with your coworkers during this time. You may also have a new beginning just around your relationships in general at work. You might have very good relationships with the people you work with, again, your coworkers, your boss, and you will also have just like a better workflow and just like really good things will be happening around your work life. You may also have a new beginning around your health during this time as well. Like maybe you begin going to the gym more frequently and really taking care of your actual physical bodily health. Something really good is about to happen for you around those themes, and you're gonna have a major new beginning around those themes as well. You're gonna start to feel a lot better, you'll feel a lot happier, and generally, your health will do really well during this time and you'll have really good relationships at work. You may even feel like you're going through kind of like a glow up, but it's more like your physical health. So exercising more frequently, going to the gym more often, and really prioritizing your health and well-being. On October 14th, we are going to have two major transits on the same day. We are going to have Venus entering the sign of Libra, and Pluto is going to go direct in the sign of Aquarius. This is going to be very lucky for you as it relates to all of your relationships. When Venus enters the sign of Libra, you are going to have your love life in the spotlight. You will have more people entering your life who find you very attractive. With the increased attention on your work life in the beginning of this month, you may find yourself just having very favorable relationships at work. You might meet a best friend at work. You may create some sort of business partnership. You may also just have like really good relationships across the board as it relates to your work life. And it's very likely you could enter some sort of new relationship during this time as well. When Venus enters the sign of Libra for you, this is going to be just an amazing energy for everything as it relates to all of your relationships. Because on the same day we are having Pluto go direct in the sign of Aquarius, you may also have more opportunities to attend social events. You may find yourself at some sort of party or having more invitations just to do more things in general. You may start having more networking opportunities at work, again, because in the beginning of this month, you had more of a focus on your day-to-day hustle and like what you do every single day. So with the increased focus on your work life in the beginning of this month, you may have major doors of opportunity begin to open for you as it relates to really networking events and attracting more allies. You might have more allies at work. And because Venus in the sign of Libra is going to be trine to Pluto and Aquarius during this time, you will also just have a major transformation as it relates to those two themes in your life. Your friend groups, your networks, your social networks, the people who you surround yourself with, your relationships with groups of people. You may also find yourself attending some sort of concert, sporting event, or find yourself more and more in crowds of people. And when you're there, you're gonna have more of a focus on your one-on-one relationship. So you may find yourself attending some of these events with some sort of long-term best friend or a romantic relationship. Now is also a really good time that if you start any sort of romantic relationship at all, you may find yourself marrying this person or getting into some sort of really long-term relationship with them. Again, you know those people who are just like together for many, many years but then never get married. You may find yourself in one of those types of relationships as well. Anyone new who enters your life may open up some sort of major door of opportunity for you. So you may also find that that new person may introduce you to new people. You may enter a new social circle. You may make new friends. Something like that is likely to happen. And on October 23rd, we are going to have the planet Neptune re-enter the sign of Pisces. It has been retrograde since about July, and it also has been in the sign of Aries. So when Neptune re-enters the sign of Pisces, you may see some sort of shift in your dreams at night. For you, Pisces energy is a very spiritual place, and Neptune being in the sign of Pisces for you is relatively positive. You may have more focus on, again, themes of spirituality. You may find yourself leveling up spiritually. You may focus more on things like astrology, numerology, tarot. You may also find yourself just in general growing spiritually, and you may also have some sort of creative breakthrough during this time. Like you might find yourself just having some sort of major revelation as it relates to your creative self and just generally having more creative energy. Neptune will stay in the sign of Pisces until February 2026. And again, it's a very spiritual place for you to have Neptune in the sign of Pisces. If you remember back in like 2014 through early 2025, you are going to be revisiting those themes in your life again. Again, major focus on spirituality, major focus on creativity, major focus and having major breakthroughs as it relates to themes like astrology, tarot, and numerology. And again, between now and the winter, it is very likely you could have some sort of just major spiritual breakthrough or major spiritual revelation that may have you feeling more connected to these themes in 2026 and the years after that. Neptune will be in the sign of Aries for 14 years after it officially enters the sign of Aries in 2026. So again, you may have some more focus on themes of spirituality between now and the winter that will really become very expanded upon in the spring. And once we reach about October 22nd through 24th, we are going to have the sun entering the sign of Scorpio. And when the sun enters the sign of Scorpio for you, you are going to start to really step into a major transformative period in your life. This again may cause you to feel very connected with your spirituality and things like astrology, tarot, all occult themes. You may also find yourself entering a relationship this month, especially after the 13th when Venus enters the sign of Libra. Kind of become obsessed with your person, or your person may become obsessed with you. There might be some sort of relationship there where one party is kind of obsessed with one another. And it's also very likely you could find yourself moving in with this person or having some sort of focus on your home life with this person as well. They might also be very spiritually connected with you, again, with Neptune re-entering the sign of Pisces. So again, there might be some sort of big focus on spirituality for you. And again, they might also have you start to feel very like nostalgic for your upbringings, and they may also cause you to feel very, very happy as well. There will be some sort of like obsession there, and there will also be some sort of just like joy, happiness. And because you're experiencing many Libra transits right before these Scorpio transits, it is very likely that any relationship, any partnership that you enter, it's like you'll become kind of obsessed with one another once we get closer to November. Generally, another thing that could happen during this time as well, when we have all of these Scorpio transits, is that you could see some sort of major elevation in your finances. Again, because you're going to be experiencing a lot of things happening in the sign of Virgo, really like in the beginning of October, you may receive some sort of major financial increase. You might receive more sales at work if you work some sort of commission-based job. Or again, you just might have some sort of financial elevation. All the Scorpio transits for you are very beneficial financially for you. And you may find yourself just in general having a lot of just financial luck during this time. It's very likely, again, you could have some sort of major tax break. You could receive some sort of inheritance or just some sort of large lump sum coming your way that you didn't previously expect, but it entered your life very fast. You may receive something like that as well during this time. Generally, the month of October for you as a whole will be very focused again on all of your relationships. You're going to have a major transformation around your one-on-one partnerships as well as your social circles and your friend groups. And it is very likely that you're going to have some really good things happening for you at work during this time. Just generally, things are going to get a lot better for you. And it is very likely that you could receive some sort of major raise, or again, if you work in any sort of sales-based job, this month is going to be very good for you for making any sort of sales, or again, seeing your financials increase. This again could be some sort of raise. This could be making more sales, earning more commission, just generally seeing a major elevation with those themes. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more astrology updates.